So as I was saying, um, we sitting around, we talking and stuff like that. I think there was a little fire and stuff going, and Mahinga he brought up the iboga, and it was in a pill form. Boy, I am happy for that. After the whole talk that we were having and stuff like that about the Boadi tribe and life and all that different stuff. And the reason why I'm happy for it being in a pill form, because I'm telling you, man, it was a capsule. It when you have to chew that stuff, it is one of the nastiest things that you will ever taste in your life, if not the nastiest thing that you will taste. And when I talk about bitter, I don't know anything that bitter, but this thing was definitely very bitter for the palate. Wow. But anyway, so they're trying to give you in moderation. So they give you a pill first, continue talking and stuff like that. I think I got maybe a pill and a half. Other people there tried other things. Maybe they needed more. I'm sure, but I was the first person to go down because I was my head start to feel heavy, my body feeling like so. So anyway, they give you a bottle of water and a bucket. So I go lay down and stuff like that and comfortable, and some people they're still outside there, and I'm laying down, and they put on some Buwadi music, and the drums beat oh, and the music playing African type music, and so now I'm laying there, and then they brought this cloth and the black cloth and put over my eyes like that. So when they put a cloth over my eyes, um, I laying there, I'm feeling woozy and stuff like that and heavy, and all of a sudden my eyes are closed, and then all of a sudden, like the television screen or like 3D, the images appeared on the back of the my eyes, because my eyes are closed, but it is like high definition, and you could see everything. And it's almost like you are on a ride passing through certain places, and every time you, even though your eyes are closed, you still blink, and every time you blink it goes to a different scene. So certain things you're seeing, and you're trying not to blink. Now my experience was a very lively, celebratory, happy experience. I hear people talk about all their horror and horrific. I don't know. I guess I've had good lives on this planet, so I do not experience none of this stuff. So my stuff is always very joyful. So I am on this ride. I come up on these beings that look like they're celebrating in the street and dancing and clapping and music, and I'm just there watching them like wow. And I remember one came and look at me like this here, and I'm like okay, and then I blink, and because he made me blink, unfortunately, so I went to another scene. Next thing, I'm in a room with like if I'm on the water, and you can see like water dripping and this tapestry on the walls and all that stuff. I'm looking, trying not to blink again, and then you blink. Next scene, you go into another place now where I'm like in jungle area, going, almost feel like you're going like you're riding on something. You know what I'm saying? And the fruits are so huge and stuff like that. I'm looking and I'm like, oh man, this stuff is so. It's like wow. And once again, you blink, you move into another scene. So this could continue to happen for a while. And what ended up happening is that, and I'm trying to remember because this is a while back. In 2009, this is something that happened back in 2000, like in 12, the end of 12, 13. And what happened basically is that the one of the assistants there came, I remember. Actually, no, before any of that happened, I got this, I'm enjoying all this stuff, and then a feeling of this sludge came across in front of me, in front in the vision. And I'm like, and I knew what it meant, and it was telling me the iboga, it was telling me that you need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, no, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I'll be all right. Cause I know, I'm saying this in my mind. I'm not talking, and it came back. It said again, you know, all of a sudden another image comes across, and then it like splattered almost, and then it was like this brown stuff just oozing down, and I'm like, I don't need to go. And now so you know what? I said, fine, I need to go. So I get up, I'm wobbling all over the place. I see move my hands, and all of a sudden, like like three or four other hands following behind it, like in like in that Bruce Lee movie. I think Into the Dragon, when he's doing his hands, and you see all those hands. Yeah, it was like that. So I go to the bathroom now, and I have my bucket, and next thing you know, one end, other end, all together. You got the purge. Go back now, and the the assistant come back. Go back images again, man. I remember one going through like this thing, and it looked like almost like a scene from an Avatar in this little spirit world with these little things, But anyway, um, I the one of the assistants came and put this and moved my thing. I put this red thing on my head, and just tapped my head and said me if you see anything. I said no, 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 I'm all. And like, he covered back my eyes. And when he did that, what happened is that he's still going through the visions and stuff, all of that, and all of a sudden, I felt like a snapping going up like this, and next thing you know, there's a bright light in my eyes, and I'm like, what is that? What the heck is that in my eyes? So I know I think my eyes are closed, because now I'm second guessing, and next thing you know, I open my eyes, pitch black. Still this thing is still there. So I said, okay, I close back my eyes. When I close back my eyes, next thing here, I hear that, like almost like somebody flick on a switch. You hear tick. And when I heard that, a bright light comes on. I'm like, I mean, super bright. And then I look like this, and I could see every detail of the black thing that's sitting on my forehead like this here. And I turn the other way, and it moved. I'm like, okay. So I took the thing off, and my eyes still closed. And when I took it off, the ceiling of the of the of the garage was gone. I could see out into the universe. I could see straight through this stuff. Not only that, I remember the guy, the assistant, come back to me, and when he came back to me, and he was standing over me and looking down, I'm looking at him. I can see him clear as day, and and above him is just stars. It's just the stars, the universe, the heavens, whatever you want to call it. Man, that stuff was like incredible, and that was not the most incredible part. When one of the other guys came around with a candle or whatever he had, because it was very, they're keeping it quiet as they move around because they don't want to affect your experience. But when he came in with a candle, and I looked at that candle, it looked like the sun was right there and showering me down with the rainbow colors, just showering me down with the light. I was like, wow, this stuff was amazing. One of the other, I kind of skip a part. There was another part I remember while I was lying there. Also, I think before that actually happened, where they call, because this is what they call the third eye. Now I see why they call it. You actually, with these eyes closed, that thing opens if you, I guess, do certain things, and it is like a spotlight. It is like a beam, just shooting. I mean, you can see very far. I sat up with it with like this here. When I sat up, I saw the shaman out there sitting in a chair. When I saw him, and he turned, not he turned, but I don't know if this was his past lives or what, but he was cascaded, almost looked like the Hall of Mirrors, just cascaded straight across, like rippling, so many of him. Man, I tell you. And so anyway, while laying there, also one of the things I experienced is that I was kicked out into the universe, and I felt, and I'm looking down, and it is like pitch black there, and it was almost like a cable tow going down to nowhere and going up to nowhere, and it had a hook, and it was almost something like telling me to unhook it and grab one. Like to grab one is gonna drag you down, or yeah. But I never did it anyway, and I don't know how I snapped back from that. But I came out of that. Um, what else did I experience? I mean, so anyhow, this was basically my first experience with a boga. I wasn't able to see any family members, past lives, any of that type of stuff. But I definitely enjoyed the journey that I had with it. Um, also, um, that was the first night. So you have to come down. Maybe I think it took us like about me especially 3 nights. So to really come down, you go and you go because after the night is over, they take you up to your room. You feel like you're sleeping for hours. You wake up, man. It is like 30 minutes just passed, and you're like, man, I felt like I was sleeping for like almost the whole day. A time just automatically like just almost freezes or almost at a standstill. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely functioning a different level there. And you're just wobbly. You got these silver lines just following your whole body and stuff like that. Uh, one of the other things that happened, that was the first night. The second night, we went back and did the same thing, and I was so excited. And I remember the shaman saying, we're going back through the same process. The shaman say, don't try to control a burger, otherwise it's gonna leave you alone. Second night I go, got we took the medicine. I begin to feel it, and I go lie down. What I want to do, I'm forcing the images. I see things, people dancing on top of the trees and cane fields and stuff like that. Swinging through, and I'm forced. But this is me forcing it, and you know what happened? The iboga left me, and I did not have the same experience that I had the first night. And this was so. This is me in Costa Rica. So once I went through that, um, you know, I said, you know what? Maybe I need to go to the next level. Still, most of the people were there. A lot of people are there really to become teachers about the plant and stuff like that. That was not my mission. My mission was there because I felt like I was supposed to be there. Um, you know, and once again, when people talk about the third eye being open, um, that really, I mean, people say it's demonic and stuff like that, but I didn't see none of that. You know what I'm saying? All I had was an experience, and it was neither good nor bad, but it was definitely mine. Was once again very excited, a lot of celebrations, and man, I enjoyed it. Um, Not everybody would be ready for an experience like that because not everybody experienced the same thing. But I would say if you have the opportunity to try, if you are over your fears and stuff like that, because the boga is used, it resets your mind. And I'm telling you one thing: after you take that plant and you go through that process, your mind is so clear. It's like it almost like recalibrates your mind. It defragments all the clutter that you consume from TV and activities going on. Man, one of the things you learn is that how to delete a thought, because thoughts are seeds, and these seeds germinate into plants and produce fruit, which manifests into your life. And here goes you being the person who determine your life experiences by requesting or sending out certain energy. You actually send out a request to the universe. Yeah, I would like to experience that, and yeah, the universe is like, your wish is my command. Boom, there goes the experience. So I've learned to delete the thoughts through that process, because if a bad thought ever come into your mind, you just say delete, and you can imagine it going to a waste paper basket and just and burning up. So um, I'm going to leave it there for now, because then I want to continue with my experience then in Africa. So I'm gonna leave this experience here for now.